guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you all doing? I'm fantastic, I'm doing great, and I'm back with another video. And on this video we're going to talk about 5 tips on how to keep Earth safe, or 5 tips on how to protect the planet Earth. Yeah, and I feel it's really a big issue. If you've been watching TV, if you feel we're doing, as human beings, we're doing a lot of things that are putting maybe Earth to harm, or yeah, so you need to know the tips and tricks on how you can protect the planet Earth at an individual level. So I'm so excited about this video. Let's get into it, and remember to subscribe, and if you subscribe, comment down below saying you've subscribed, and make sure to reply to all your comments and make the process interactive. So let's get into the video. Yeah, remember to comment, like, share. Yeah, and let's get into the video. Okay, so this is part 1 of tips to protecting the planet Earth, or part 1 of tips to keeping the planet Earth safe. There'll be a part 2 because I feel there are a lot of tips that we need to know when it comes to protecting our planet. Yeah, so with these 5 tips, I've not exhausted them. There are a lot of tips to which you need to be aware of when it comes to protecting the planet Earth. So there'll be a part 2 or maybe a part 3 until I feel like I've mentioned a lot of tips. Yeah, so let's get to tip number 1. Tip number 1, it's very simple. You just prevent yourself from littering, prevent yourself from throwing litter everywhere. So I know we're not perfect. I know we're not perfect, and I can't say I'm perfect, or I can't say somebody is perfect when it comes to littering. But it's a matter of responsibility and a matter of pushing yourself and telling yourself, like, if I get wrappers or plastics or these things that maybe I can throw away, I won't just throw them away. I'll just keep them. Most of the time I get myself having a lot of maybe wrappers in my pocket when I'm not somewhere where I can find an appropriate place to dispose them. So I keep them in my pocket, and then when I get to an appropriate place where I can dispose them, I dispose them appropriately and responsibly. So what you can do is just push yourself and tell yourself, like, if I get something plastic or wrappers or just things that are not I'll just not litter, I'll just keep them, or I'll just find an appropriate place to throw them, maybe in bins, yeah, and all that. But it's just a matter of you pushing yourself and telling yourself, like, I'm not going to litter, I'm going to be responsible, I'm not going to make the planet Earth dirty, because Earth is safer and Earth is amazing when it is clean. So when you litter, you're making it dirty. So it's a matter of you just telling yourself you want to litter and you want to make the planet Earth dirty. So tip number 1, don't litter. Make sure you're not littering. Just push yourself to not littering at any time. Yeah, so that was tip number 1. We're going to tip number 2. Tip number 2, it's easy. It's very easy. Just maybe buy a water bottle, or just get yourself a water bottle or a water can where you can store your water. So what you do, you just get yourself a water bottle where you can store your water, and whenever you go out, you'll have somewhere where you can carry your water. Because this is what happens when you don't have a water bottle. When you go out, you'll maybe buy plastic, you maybe buy water, and water a lot of time is packaged in plastic bottles. So you just make yourself a handle plastic, which plastic is not good at all, because plastic does not decompose. And when you handle plastics, at times you may not have an appropriate place to throw the plastic. So just prevent yourself from handling plastic. From just make sure you have a water bottle or somewhere you can carry your water when you're going out, to prevent yourself from buying water which is packed obviously in plastic. So number 2, buy yourself a water bottle which is durable, because when you go out always and you need to carry water, you have somewhere to carry your water from, and you'll not go buying water which is packed in plastic bottles. So you'll first, you'll be cutting your expense, because carrying your own water is cutting your expense, and 2, you'll be saving the planet Earth, but by not handling plastic, which is or bottles, plastic bottles. Yeah, so that was tip number 2. We're going to tip number 3. So tip number 3, I discovered there's a search engine called Ecosia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but it's called Ecosia. I'll link how it looks here. So there's this search engine called Ecosia, whereby 80% of the profits they get goes to planting trees. So this is how it works. When you search something on Ecosia, you're planting trees. So I've had it for a couple of months now, maybe almost 3 months, and so far I've planted 34 trees. So it's nice. You're making an impact when you're just informing yourself of, by searching. So it's a nice app to have, a search engine to have. It's just a search engine such as Google, but now when you search, the more you search, the more you plant trees. So I feel if you are in a position to have the app, you should be having the you should be having the app, because you're planting trees while just seated. You're just making impact while seated, and you're protecting the planet Earth while just seated. You're just planting trees because you're just searching on the net, or you're searching. So Ecosia is a nice app to have if you're very passionate about climate and about protecting the planet Earth. Yeah, so Ecosia, I'll link it here so that you can know how it looks, and maybe if you really want to, you can download it and you can make an impact. You can make an amazing impact at the comfort of your place, at the comfort of your phone, at the comfort of you just searching and just getting aware of something, and you'll be planting a tree. So yeah, that was tip number 3. Get yourself Ecosia app. It's a nice app, guys. It's really nice. I think the brains behind that app was really, like, I appreciate those brains. Like, it's really a nice idea. Yeah, so get yourself Ecosia. So we got to tip number 4. Tip number 4 is educate yourself. I feel if you want to know something, it's just a matter of you educating yourself. So when you educate yourself, you get to know what is good, what is bad, what you should do, what you should not do, what should be your routine, what should not be your routine when it comes to protecting the planet Earth. So educate yourself, get to know more about what tips you can do, what things you can do to protect the planet Earth. And it's not just about that. Educate yourself about everything, about a lot of things going on around you, because I think when you educate yourself more, you get to know more, you get to have more on your tips, on your fingertips, and you get to be aware of things that are going around you. Yeah, so educate yourself about planet Earth, and how things that you can do to protect the planet Earth. And these days it's so easy, because you won't read books, or you can't even search, you can't even get a book and sit down and read. There's the internet, and the internet provides a lot of information. Like, use the internet to your advantage when it comes to educating yourself. So yeah, that was tip number 4. Try to educate yourself more and more each day, because when you educate yourself, you get to know more. And that's what we want. You want to build yourself more when it comes to information, and be aware about a lot of things. So number 4, educate yourself about how you can protect the planet Earth. Educate yourself on what routine you can take to protect our planet Earth. Yeah, so we go to tip number 5. Tip number 5, it's educate others, educate those around you, because many times I feel people do not do things because they're not aware. People, maybe people litter, or people just go around with their activities that harm the planet Earth because they're not aware. So educate your friends, tell them to have to do this, to do that, to not litter, to tell people, make people know, educate others, educate those around you, because you can't make a change on your own. Change is better a change when you're doing it with people, and a change is bigger of a change when you're doing it with others. So educate those around you, make people know what is good to the planet Earth, what is bad to the planet Earth, what you can do to protect the planet Earth, because a lot of things we do, guys, that not because we are aware and we are ignorant, but because at times we're just not aware. So educate those around you, guys. So those are 5 tips to protect the planet Earth. There are 5 simple tips. This was a part 1. There will be a part 2. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got informed. Yeah, so that was 5 tips to protect the planet Earth. So on my previous video, um, I like the shout out was supposed to be to the answer to the shout out, so that you can get the shout out. Let me say that way. To get the shout out, the answer was SDG number 1. SDG number 1 talks about no poverty. Sustainable development number 1 talks about no poverty. So nobody really commented. So nobody gets a shout out. But on my on this video, on my next video, I'll also be giving a shout out. And to get a shout out on my next video, there's a sustainable development goal that talks about climate change. What number is it? So if the first person to get at or to comment about what number climate change, SDG climate change is, gets a shout out in my next video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and join the family. Let's get informed and let's have fun while getting informed. Till next time, this is Marie, and this is YBT with Marie. And remember to you be that one thing you've always wanted to be. You be that one thing you've always dreamed to be, and you be that one thing that you've always worked so hard to be. Until next time, bye and keep safe. Bye.